How's everybody doing today? I'm Mark Campaign. We welcome you to another episode of the After School Vlogs, live from the set. The square box. This is probably like 6 by 6 open space. So I get to look in there. So that's how we get to access into this space. But my main topic today, I just updated to iOS 9, and I was skeptical to update it because of my case, which is actually breaking now. The stand that it's using is very flimsy, terribly made, but it's still a very great product. Yeah. So iOS 9, I upgraded it today. First impression, and a lot of you may say, like, man, you're so late. iOS 9 came out in like August. Not too late. August is only 2 months back. But I updated it today, and it's pretty good. The only problem I'm having is with the multitask. I cannot take two out at the same time. In fact, it reminds me a little bit more of the Android, where you can only do like one at a time. It's still a good feature, and it's pretty useful to clear out that RAM. Very little RAM on this one. This is an iPod Touch 5, so I probably have like 500 megabytes RAM. That's barely enough for me to get through the day. That's why I'm hoping to get. Oh man, it's too bright. Way too bright. No, it's way too dark. Yeah, I'm out of there now. Playing around with a white balance. Oh shoot. Okay, there it is. Okay, now it's too dark. I will focus it out. Here. There you go. The lighting is a bit of an issue while recording these vlogs. I have to put the thing over to here, and then it gets too bright and suddenly just. I love the new camera options in iOS, and in fact, 1080p. I don't think I'm getting 1080 on the back camera, but it's 720, and I can live with it. But if I mix it up with the front camera, it most likely will finish up with 1080p. Again, this is coming off of an iPod, and exporting it off of iMovie, it's pretty much a good thing. Before, I used some third-party Android software, and the thing about that software is that it left me with one hanging thing, and that was the watermarks. So I'm glad I downloaded iMovie. Paid it still before it went free on the App Store, and it's pretty good product, that one. Other new features like live photos. I actually don't know how to use the live photos feature. Never used it. Might use it probably. Like, I heard something like GIFs. You could make GIFs. That's why I'm pronouncing it GIF, not GIF. But you can make GIFs now on Apple products. I mean, on iMovie. That's pretty great. Other iOS 9 things, it looks kind of minor. I noticed like the new font. It's been driving me crazy, but it's very nice now. It looks very premium, and it really reminds me. There you go, brightness is up. Well, yeah. It really reminds me of what do you call that? Something else. I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but the old font set, it sucked. I like it now. It's hard adjusting to it, but I'm getting used to it. And adjustments for people like me, millennials, it's easier. I mean, like, you just see someone do it, and you just copy what they're doing, and boom, that's it. Even me, I'm taking my style off of the Casey Neistat, where he goes like, "Oh, you're telling a story." Telling a story has actually made these vlogs watchable. I know it's not much of a big one because I'm not promoting it, but as soon as it gets popular, people want to know what's your secret, and there's no secret at all. You gotta tell a story. You don't say, anything boring in your life. But you just tell a story. And basically, my story today is my new iOS 9 experience. I love iOS 9, of course, now. Pretty impressed at it. I can even change from 720p to 1080. It relieves me of all having to do all that stuff. Yeah, I have a window right here, so I'm looking out of it. Yeah. iOS 9. One word to describe it is impressive. That's all I have to say for that. Moving on now, I want to also say I didn't put some detail into the time lapse that's gonna be that was in yesterday's and this week's. Yesterday's and today's. I think at this point I am not looking in my photo library to know if it's still there, but most likely, and it's a high chance it's still there. There's a ball rolling across the street. Whoever threw it, I don't know. That was a church processional at the church I go to. It's at the Spanish-speaking mass, so people from around the community, from the mayor to normal churchgoers, they were there. It was a pain to find great angles. I ended up getting like 13 time lapses. Only one of them could actually be shown in the vlogs. In fact, they were celebrating the 60th anniversary of that church being open. I know, Disneyland and that church. Basically, Disneyland opened that church. That's my weirdness part right here. It's my weird factor. Always had it. No, it's not alone. I mean, like 1 and 2, and on this hand, the lefty hand, they're all bent. Oddly bent. I think that's all I have to say for today. It's, otherwise, I would be talking nonsense. I wouldn't be telling a story. I told 2 stories. Story of the time-lapse and the story about my experiences with iOS 9. If you're vlogging for the first time, you just gotta tell a story. You gotta get used to talking to yourself. I do it all the time. I'm in video production, so... And basically, rehearsing is talking to yourself. And I agree that talking to yourself really works. And it's really good for you. Just don't do it when you're sitting alone. Like what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, that's it. I told a third story. Third story of how you could get started vlogging. I'm not professional. I am only a high school student filmmaker. All I do is just slap an intro, slap a time lapse, and then change a little bit of the stuff around, and then bam, that's how I make my vlog. It's iMovie. There's a lot of limitations. You can't always do everything on it. You don't even need to have the best equipment to do so. Anyways, I'm Mark Catape. The NBA season will start tomorrow. That's going to be a big special tomorrow. Lakers versus the Timberwolves tonight. It's going to be Pelicans versus the world champions, Golden State Warriors. I'm Mark Catape. See you guys tomorrow.